Hello students, this is a video on the QA topic test available on the Bodhee Prep Android app. Now these are tests that you will take once you have completed the basic concepts of a topic and you want to understand whether you will be able to solve the questions from that topic in the exam or not. Do the concept, take these tests, and after every test there is a video. The video gives you the solutions and a brief analysis of what should have been a good attempt in terms of time and level of difficulty if this test was actually a exam. There are more than 200 such topic tests available on the Bodhee Prep Android app. The link for the app is in the description below. Make sure to download the app and make the most of these tests. This specific video is on the topic coordinate geometry. This is the 5th test on this topic that is available. Overall, I think moderate level of difficulty, 6 attempts, net correct out of 10 would give you a 95 plus percentile, and the time should be around 20 minutes. Now, when I say 6 questions, the choice will be very important. If you choose the right questions, this will happen. If we get stuck with the wrong questions, because there are some questions which have a lot of calculations or level of difficulty is high. So ideally, if I'm able to drop those questions, find the 6 easy ones and get done with them, I'll be able to get 6 in 20 minutes, and therefore my percentile will be high. Now, looking at the questions. The first question says, value of x, so the distance between points 6 minus 1, x 9 is 12. This is straightforward, 6 minus x square. X1 minus x2 plus y1 minus y2 is equal to distance. Taking the square, 6 minus x square plus 100 is equal to 144. 6 minus x square is equal to 44. Now, from the options, it is evident that if we put 2 root 3 here, we will not get an integral value. If we put 6 plus 2 root 11, we will get 6 minus 2 root 11, which is nothing but 6 cancel 2 root 11 square, which will be 44. So this option B satisfies our equation. If we put 6, 4, 10, we'll get 4 root 10, which is not 44. Similarly, here we'll not get 44. And therefore, instead of solving the quadratic, I'm just putting the values to get my answer. Maybe a minute and a half to solve. If we get stuck with the quadratic, it will take time, and therefore I'm saying moderate. But if you're working with options, it becomes a lot easier. The graph of y is equal to root of x plus 9 minus 5 has x-intercept x is equal to a, y-intercept y is equal to b. If this is the line, this is the y-intercept, which is b. This is the x-intercept, which is a. The y-axis, the x-axis. Find the absolute value of the product of a and b. Now, in this case, to get the y-intercept, that is b, I will put x is equal to 0. So b will be root of 0 plus 9 minus 5, which will be 3 minus 5 or minus 4. So root of 9, 3 minus 5, which is minus 2, sorry. A. To find a, we will put y is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to root of a plus 9 minus 5, which means 5 is equal to root of a plus 9. Take the square, 25 is equal to a plus 9. Subtract a is equal to 16. B is equal to minus 2, a is equal to 16. We have to find the absolute value of the product of a and b. So minus 2 into 16 absolute value. We'll drop the sign therefore, and therefore the answer becomes 32. Again, I think easy question, not more than a minute and a half to solve. The equation of the line that is tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 25. X square plus y square is equal to 25. Centered at 0, 0. And radius 5. This is r square. Tangent at the point minus 4, 3. X is negative, y is positive, so somewhere here. This is minus 4, 3. You have to find the equation of this line. Clearly, the line has to pass through minus 4, 3. So if we put the values of x and y, we should get an answer. Minus 4, minus 16, minus 9 is minus 25. So this is satisfying the points. Minus 12, minus 12 is 0. This is not satisfying the points. Minus 4, minus 12, plus 12. Again, not satisfying. 16, 9. Minus 16 plus 9, not satisfying. So the only equation that satisfies my points, minus 4, 3 is the first one. This would be my answer. In an exam, this is good enough. We're not supposed to actually solve the entire thing if the solutions are so easy. But if I have to solve, what I'll say, I'll join the radius and the center and find the slope of this line. Clearly, the slope of this line, 0, 0, minus 4, 3, they are joining. So, y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. The slope is minus 3 by 4. The line for which we are finding the equation will be perpendicular to this line because radius and tangent are perpendicular. So the slope of this line m should be such that m into minus 3 by 4 is minus 1. Product of slope of two perpendicular lines is minus 1. So m will have a slope of 4 by 3. And therefore, if there is a point xy through which this line is passing, it is passing through point minus 4, 3. Therefore, I can say the slope of this line will be y minus 3 upon x plus 4, x minus minus 4. And this should be the slope that we are getting, 4 by 3. Cross multiply 3y minus 9, 4x plus 16. 16 goes here, minus 9 minus 16 is equal to 4x minus 3y. And therefore, 4x minus 3y is equal to minus 25. Even if I'm solving, it should not take too much of a time. Definitely less than 2 minutes, moderate level of difficulty if you're solving, but if you're able to spot the options, it is a pretty easy question. The regions defined by mod of x plus 2y is less than equal to 2 and mod of minus 4x minus 2y less than equal to 8 intersect to form what shape? So here what we do is, first of all, I draw the x and y axis, and now we'll look at each of the equations or inequalities. If you look at the first one, if mod of a is less than equal to 2, it can be written as minus 2 is less than equal to a is less than equal to 2. So we write it, we open the mod and write it like this. Now I'm just looking at values of x and the range that y will take for each value of x. If x is 0, we will get minus 2 is less than equal to y is less than equal to 2. When x is 0, 1, sorry, divided by 2 we will also do. So for x0, y will range from 1 to minus 1, everything in between. When x is equal to 1, we'll get minus 2 less than equal to 1 plus 2y less than equal to 2. Minus 3 less than equal to 2y less than equal to 1, subtracting 1 throughout. Divided by 2, minus 3 by 2 less than equal to y less than equal to 1 by 2. So when x is 1, y would be everything from 1 by 2 to minus 3 by 2. Similarly, if we put x is equal to 2, we will get minus 2 less than equal to 2 plus 2y less than equal to 2. Subtract 2 from all the three. Minus 4 is less than equal to 2y is less than equal to 0. Divided by 2. Minus 2 is less than equal to y is less than equal to 0. So when x is 2, y would be everything from 0 to minus 2. So basically, if we join these points, we get two straight lines. One something like this, and the other something like this. There will be parallel lines, and the area in between these lines will be the area enclosed by the region. As is evident, this line at the top will be x plus 2y is equal to 2. This line will be x plus 2y is equal to minus 2. Opening the bracket, plus 2 and minus 2. This point here is 0, comma 1. This is 0, comma minus 1. This is 2, comma 0. This is minus 2, comma 0. Similarly, if we look at the next expression is minus 4x minus 2y less than equal to 8. This is the same as writing 4x plus 2y is less than equal to 8. And we open the mod similarly. So we write minus 8 less than equal to 4x plus 2y less than equal to 8. 2y. If x is 0, minus 8 less than equal to 2y less than equal to 8. Minus 4 less than equal to y less than equal to 4 divided by 2. So when x is 0, y will be from 4 to minus 4. When x is equal to, if you want y to be 0, x, for example, here if you put 2, this will become 8. So if I take x is equal to 2, we will get minus 8 less than equal to 4 2s are 8 plus 2y less than equal to 8. Subtract 8 minus 16 less than equal to 2y less than equal to 0. Divide by 2 minus 8 less than equal to y less than equal to 0. So when x is 2. When x is 2, y will go from 0 to -8. And therefore, in this case, we'll again get two parallel lines, which will be passing through 4 and 2. And similarly, here it will be passing through -2 and -4. The two lines will also be parallel. Now, if we extend these lines, they will intersect somewhere here. So this and this will intersect here. And these two lines will intersect here. So the region defined will be, suppose this is point A. From this point till, sorry, from this point till here, which is point B, then till this point, which is point C, then till this point, which is point D. We are talking about ABCD. If we look at ABCD, whatever the shape is, we'll comment on that. Line BC is the line x plus 2y minus 2. Line AD is the line x plus 2y is equal to 2. Line CD is the line here. We'll have 4x plus 2y is equal to 8. 4x plus 2y is equal to 8. Here we'll have 4x plus 2y is equal to -8. We can look at the slopes and comment whether there is a 90-degree angle or not. Secondly, vertex of B is -2, 0. D is 2, 0. Let us also try to find, say, C here. C is the intersection of x plus 2y is equal to -2 and 4x plus 2y is equal to 8. If we subtract this from this, we'll get 4x minus x. 3x is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 by 3. Replace that, say, here we'll get 2y is equal to -2 minus 10 by 3 minus 16 by 3 by y. So y becomes -8 by 3. So C coordinates will be 10 by 3 minus 8 by 3. And therefore, correspondingly here, x will be negative, y will be positive. So A will be minus 10 by 3, comma 8 by 3. Now, if you look at the slope of the lines, the slope of this line will be 4x goes here. The slope will be -1 by 2, -2, -4 by 2 essentially. So -2. The slope of this line is equal to -2. The slope of this line will be again -1 by 2. Since the product of slopes is not -1, the angle here will not be 90 degree, and therefore it cannot be a rectangle, it cannot be a square. The slope for this line will also be -2. The slope for this line will also be -1 by 2. So clearly it is a parallelogram. Whether it is a rhombus, we will look at the length of the adjacent sides. Length of AB here is -2 minus of minus plus 10 by 3 whole squared plus 0 minus 8 by 3. So 8 by 3 whole squared. Minus does not really matter here. The length of BC will be -2 minus 10 by 3 whole squared plus 0 minus plus 8 by 3 whole squared. As we can clearly see, these two values will not be the same. 8 by 3, 8 by 3 same. Here we'll get -2 plus 10. Here we'll get -2 minus 10. BC will be a larger value. So adjacent sides are not equal. So it cannot be a rhombus either. Hence, none of these will be the answer for this question. Again, in terms of level of difficulty, I'd said this is a difficult question. A lot of calculation involved. Even drawing the graph in itself will be a problem. So easily 2.5 to 3 minutes to solve. ABC is a triangle formed using A minus I minus 2, B 3, 5, C 6 minus 3 as its vertices. What is the equation of the altitude to side AC? Altitude to side AC. Suppose this is ABC. -5 minus 2. This is 6 minus 3. This is 3, 5. We have to find out the equation of the altitude perpendicular from B to AC. We can find the slope of AC. Suppose this is BD. Slope of AC will be y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2, which is 3 plus 2 minus 1 upon 11. And therefore, since these two lines are perpendicular, BD and AC, we can say that the slope of BD will be 11 because the product of slopes of two perpendicular lines should be equal to minus 1. So minus 1 by 11 into 11 is minus 1. So this slope becomes 11. Suppose this vertex is x comma y. I can also write the slope of BD as 5 minus y upon 3 minus x. This should be equal to 11. And therefore 5 minus y should be equal to 33 minus 11x, which means 11x minus y should be 33 minus 5, which is 28. Option D becomes the answer. Once we have the slope and we know that the altitude has to pass to 3, 5, we can also use the options to get the answer. I think moderate level of difficulty, about 2 minutes to solve. Triangle ABC are formed using 3 vertices like the previous question. So I'll have a diagram which is very similar to the previous one. ABC, A is point minus 5 minus 2. C is 0.35. C is 6 minus 3. B is 0.35. We have to find out 5. Point of intersection of altitude to AC. So the perpendicular from B to AC intersecting with the median to AB. So from C to AB. Suppose the median is CE. This is equal to this. Median bisects the other sides into two equal parts. Altitude BD is perpendicular. So we find out the equation of BD first of all. For BD we said slope of BD into slope of AC. M of BD, M of AC should be equal to minus 1 perpendicular lines. Slope of BD, therefore, we calculated slope of AC will be minus 3 minus of minus 2 upon 6 minus of minus 5. This product should be minus 1. The slope came out to 1 by minus 1 by 11, and therefore slope of BD was 11. If this coordinate D has coordinates xy, we could write slope 5 minus y upon 3 minus x is equal to 11, which means 5 minus y is equal to 33 minus 3 minus 11x, and therefore 11x minus y is equal to 28 is the equation that we got. The equation of BD was 11x minus y is equal to 28, 33 minus 5. Now we look at EC. So first of all, we find out the coordinates of E. The coordinates of E will be the midpoint of AB. Therefore, 3 minus 5 by 2 x coordinate plus 5 minus 2 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this becomes minus 1 comma 3 by 2. Now if we look at the line EC and there is a point xy on this line, the slope of EC and the slope of CY should be the same. This is minus 1 3 by 2. C is 6 minus 3. So we can say slope of EC will be minus 3 by 2 upon 6 minus minus 1. This should be equal to minus 3 minus y upon 6 minus x. Slope of EC will be the slope of this line, this slope of the point to the point C. 3 to minus 9 upon 6 plus 14 is equal to minus 3 minus y upon 6 minus x. Cross multiplying, minus 54 plus 9x is equal to minus 42 minus 14y. Therefore, 9x plus 14y is equal to 54 minus 12. So EC comes out to 9x plus 14y is equal to 12. Just checking whether the line equation is correct. 6 9s are 54 minus 14 are 42, 12 minus 1. Minus 1 is 9, 14 into 3 by 2 is minus 9, 20 and 12. So this is correct. Now we have to find the point of intersection of these 2 points. Suppose this is equation 1, this is equation 2. What I am doing is, I am eliminating one of them. So what we can do is we can multiply 1 by 14 and add this to 2. 14 into 11 is 154 plus 9 minus 14y plus 14y 0. 28 into 14 plus 12. This becomes 163x. 154 plus 9. And on the other side, we have 28 into 14. 28 is 14 into 2, so 14 into 14, 196 into 2, 392 plus 12, 404. So x comes out to 404 upon 163. This will be the value of x, a by b. Now we are looking at c, so we put the values. Suppose we substitute in the first equation, we can say 11x minus 28 is equal to y. 11 into 404 upon 163 minus 28 is equal to y. Calculating this, 11 into 404 is 4444. 163 into 28, if we calculate, that will be 4564. Again, using the calculator for this, we will get minus 120 by 163. This becomes the value of y. Now, we can say a by b is the value of x, which is 404 by 163. c by b is the value of y, which is minus 120 by 163. And therefore, we have to find a plus b plus c. A becomes 404 plus b, 163 minus 120. 43, 44, 404 plus 43 is 447. Option C becomes the answer. Again, a difficult question, easily 2.5 to 3 minutes to solve because a lot of calculation is involved. Even the values of A, B's and C's are not small values which could be found out easily. The calculation will be time consuming. The distance between 2 points minus 3, 4 and 5, minus 5, minus 7, x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. If under root of this is the distance between 2 points, minus 3 plus 5, 2 square, 4 plus 7, 4 plus 7, 11 square. So 4 plus 121, which is root of 125, which is 25 into 5, or 5 root 5 becomes the answer. I mean, less than a minute to solve, straightforward application of the formula. Given a line segment with one endpoint 5,7, midpoint 2,9. So there is a line segment, one of the endpoints is 5, 7, midpoint is 2, minus 9. What is the other endpoint? Suppose this is x, y. We can say that 5 plus x by 2 will be 2, the midpoint for x, and 7 plus y by 2 will be equal to 9 point, the coordinate of the y coordinate of the midpoint. So this gives us 5 plus x is 4, x is equal to minus 1. 7 plus y is equal to minus 18. Y is equal to minus 25. And therefore option A becomes the answer. Again, straight application of a formula of midpoint, maybe 1 to 1.5 minutes to solve. The slope of the line perpendicular to the line expressed by the equation 4x minus y. 4x minus y is equal to 5 in the standard form can be written as y is equal to 4x minus 5. So the slope of this line is 4. The line perpendicular, if it has slope m2, then m2 into m1 should be minus 1. Perpendicular lines. m2 is 4, therefore the slope m1 is 4, so slope of m2 will be minus 1 by 4. And that is the answer. Minus 0.25 becomes the answer. Easy question. Maybe a minute to solve. Just look at the 4 and then multiply by or take the inverse, multiply by minus 1. That is the answer. Reflect the line 4x minus 2y is equal to 9 about the line y is equal to x. Y is equal to x is this line. 4x minus 2y is equal to 9. When y is 0, x will be 9 by 4. When x is 0, y will be minus 9 by 2. Somewhere here. Minus 4.5. Here we had 2.25. The line will look something like this. When reflected about yx, the reflection should be something like this. So basically, this is y is equal to x. all the lines will pass to the same point, and this line will get reflected onto this side. Now, all the three will pass to the same point. So if I look at the point of intersection of y is equal to x and 4x minus 2y is equal to 9, we can write y as x, so this becomes 4x minus 2x is equal to 9. 2x is equal to 9, x becomes 9 by 2, and therefore y will also be 9 by 2 at the point of intersection. My reflection also has to pass to this point. So if we put the values of x and y as 9 by 2, you will see this becomes 36 by 2, which is 18. This becomes 9. 18 plus 9 is not 20, is not 9. This becomes 9 by 2. So 9, 18, again not 9. This becomes 18, this becomes 9. 18 minus 9 is not minus 9. This becomes 9, this becomes 18, which is minus 9. Option D is the answer. Or since I am taking the reflection about y is x, y is equal to x, what I can do is in the original equation, I can interchange x and y. So x becomes y becomes x. And therefore the equation becomes 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 9. In terms of level of difficulty, I would say this question is a difficult question unless you don't know the exact concept. But the solving time should not be very high because we are taking the reflection about y is equal to x. So if we look at the overall text, there's a moderate level of difficulty. In 20 minutes, we're trying to collect 6 questions. Again, choose the 6 questions wisely. You'll be able to get them in 20 minutes. Get stuck with the wrong question, you not even be able to realize where the time goes away. So my 6 easy questions will be 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Which are these? Definitely doing this distance formula. Again, just put the value of x is 0 and then y is 0. We get the answer. Definitely doing this as well. Here there was a slope involved. Actually, the options were easy. Otherwise, calculations would have been high. So not counting this is an easy question. This by no means was an easy question. Equation. I think this could have been attempted. Not that big an issue because we were just looking at the slope and then b passing through that point. So would have attempted this. This I think had a lot of calculations. So not counting this is an easy question. This was the easiest question so far. Here also just one formula, so attempting this. Slope, again, direct formula, not a problem. This question, again, unless you're conceptually very clear, might not happen all the time. So not counting this as an easy question. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9 will give you the 6 easy questions and therefore 6 out of 10 in about 20 minutes.